Hey guys, welcome to Marks TV. Today we're going to be talking about the Garmin Echomap UHD 93 SV, which I got on top up here on my boat. And we're going to be talking about the features I actually use on it and some features that I'd be like, maybe I don't really need that if I was buying the fish finder again today. So let's dive in. All right guys, so the first thing I'd consider with my unit is I bought this unit so later I could do a live scope setup. I currently haven't got around to doing that quite yet, but when I do, I'll be ready to do that. So that is another reason that I chose this specific unit when I was choosing one. But let's say some of the other features. The two main things that I use all the time, and I hardly ever go into the menus anymore, are my 4 quick key buttons, but I only use 2 of them. I use number 1 and number 2. Number 1 I have displayed right now. It's my map. It shows my contour map, and then I have set up my GPS speed, the time of day, water temperature, depth, and my device voltage and how far I've gone. You know, obviously you can change those to whatever you want. That's how I've set it up. As far as the contour map goes, I have tracks turned on, which is very helpful. I can see where I've fished before. I can follow tracks, you know, to different spots that I've been to. It gives me kind of an idea there. I have updated the color shading with my depth contours to add a few more colors to give me more shading. That being said, this lake is way at a different level than what the map shows. So that's kind of a frustrating thing. That's to come on a future video on how you can deal with that. I'll be honest, not very many ways. So the other thing, that's quick key number 1, quick key number 2. If I press that, is I have a split screen setup that I'm using. One, I have my contour map on the left, so I can still see where I'm at on my map, see if I've moved off that spot or whatever, if I was fishing deep and not really able to use, you know, visual cues on the surface. Top right is going to be my traditional sonar. It's also going to display my depth and my water temp as well up there that I use the most. It has my speed as well, which I do occasionally use on that one. And then the bottom, I have my side view. And honestly, I don't use that too much. I have used it occasionally, but really I'm just using traditional sonar in the contour map. Once I've fished a lake enough times, I've kind of just gone to spots and seen, oh, that looks cool. Or before I come out, I'll look at my contour map, whether it be on the unit or on my iPad, because I can sign it in the app and get the maps and all that, and look at that stuff beforehand and be like, hey, I kind of want to go try this spot. And then I'll just, you know, go drive out there once I get to the lake, try it. Most of the time I'm not sitting there scanning. Now, that could be because of the boat I have. Right now, I got 2 outboards on the back. I have to sit at the back, it's tiller style, to drive the boat. And I have this mounted at the front because I really like it up front when I'm fishing. And it's honestly reading out the back of the boat because that's where I had the best point to mount it. My Striker Vivid is off the trolling motor, which I don't use right now. I'm just using my Echomap. And if I had it maybe at my console, I could see myself driving around more using side view, really using my sonar a lot more. Right now I'm kind of using it as a secondary to visual cues when I'm looking outside, just looking at the water rather than looking at the screen. That being said, would I still buy an Echomap today? I think I would, and that's strictly because I'm really looking forward to livescope. I'm trying to get there soon so I can be using that because I really want to be able to see what's ahead of me. Obviously, I'm going to mount that to a trolling motor and hopefully have a bunch of videos coming on that soon. But without, let's say, the livescope setup, I don't know that I'd go with the Echomap. With the new Echomap UHD 2, I think for me, that would be the best bet if I knew I was never going to go livescope. You get the built-in maps and you don't have side view, which isn't a huge deal to me right now, I don't think. It sounds cool. Will you actually use it? That's the question. And then you still get your traditional sonar and your clear view. So it gives a lot of features, a lot of bang for your buck, because the one thing that I was really disappointed about with my Striker, which I knew going in, was it didn't have the contour map. And I was like, oh, you know, it'll be fine. I'm just going to do the quick draw contour community. I'm going to map all these lakes myself. Not a big deal. I was fishing small bodies of water. I've started to fish a lot bigger bodies of water, and that is impractical. I don't even try anymore, simply for the fact that it's not going to happen unless somebody has already done it on that lake, which could be nice. Or if the lake level is very off, maybe you'd consider it. But those are kind of my thoughts on, you know, what I would need as a fish finder for a fish finder if I was going to go buy another one today, and some things to consider. That maybe that new Echomap UHD 2 is the right unit for you. If you're not looking at livescope and you don't care about side imaging, 5 or 7 inch is going to work fine for you, then that might be the unit for you. If you guys have any more questions about this unit that I've been using for a while, or maybe my Striker, or even the new unit they just came out with, please leave a comment below. And thanks for watching Marks TV.